68 on there. That's pretty good.
I think it'd be good to know, Sarah, how many people are first timers.
I don't know how to do that. Everybody raise your hand. You're just going to flip through the screens.
I see 1, 2 on that screen.
I was going to say, we should have lots of first timers this time because we've invited all the MRTA IPS unit chairs. So they probably have not been on before.
This is my second time.
Oh, nice, Marilyn. Let's see, Marilyn, you're from Columbia, right?
Correct. Boone County unit.
Okay, in Boone County, they have gotten their newsletters, correct?
Quite a few of us have. I don't know about everybody.
Well, that's disappointing. I would hope everybody.
I know.
So Sarah, did you send me an invite? I got this from Diane. That's not
Irma?
me. Yes.
You didn't get it from me or from Jim?
No, I got Diane told me to come in her place.
Okay, I'm gonna check into that. You should have gotten it from Jim.
And Sarah, I didn't get an invite from you this time either.
And I didn't.
Randy McLean shared. So yeah, because I didn't get one from you.
And I didn't either. I got mine from Jane Callis, but I didn't get one from you or Jim or main office. Yeah.
I didn't get one either. John Scott forwarded something, and that's how I knew.
I got one from Randy McLean, and then last night I got one from Jim.
And Sarah, I never got it from you, but I did this time through Century Tel.
Look at Sarah's one came through. Look at Sarah's face.
She's like, what?
I almost has to be a mistake I made because that doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna have to go back and look and see who I sent it to. Maybe I accidentally chose the wrong list.
Well, it's all good.
Yep.
So
we're just happy to have faces.
That's right.
You're on.
So let's do this. Coffee.
Yep, it's 10 o'clock.
Coffee with Kreider. And I thank you all for attending and saying hi.
Put me on a coffee.
Good Monday morning to everyone. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
And I want to say happy February already. I mean, January went pretty quickly in my book. So it's all good. We talked about our newsletter, so it's still hit and miss, but I heard the Kansas City area got several this last weekend. That's good news. But, you know, we mailed this, as Sarah said, December 26th. So
Wow.
the post office is, I thought after the election and all that the post office would be back in gear, but that doesn't sound like it.
Really?
Really.
I'm sorry to interrupt with this, but I just have to share it.
Sure.
One day here not long ago, we got 3 pieces of mail. None of them were for us, and each one was for a different address.
Wow.
It's just not what it used to be.
That mailman had a hangover.
Had something.
Well, Jim, my mail carrier is blaming it all on Amazon because they're getting all the fallout packages that Amazon can't handle, and FedEx, I should say, and they're still delivering Christmas presents.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Never thought of that.
Yep.
I have heard that too, actually.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, be aware that we can hear everything that goes on behind you.
Jim, do you want me to go ahead and just mute everybody and then we can explain it?
I think so. I hear a lot of background noise on my end.
Okay, so Jim, you're gonna need to unmute yourself now.
All right. Oh man, that's a lot quieter. Thank you. Well, good morning again. So Coffee with Kreider, this is our third one, third one. And, you know, in today's world, we have to do whatever we can to keep communicating with each other and keep MRTA going and keep us strong. The legislature is meeting. We got a lot going on at MRTA, so I want to ask you, raise your hand if you've gotten your vaccination yet. Well, that's several. Well, that's good news. I mean, I think things will get better before the year's over. I want to remind everybody, since you're all unit leaders, in particular, that we ask you to have your meetings as close to normal as possible, just knowing that they're going to be Zoom meetings, right? And that's good because I've been really Zooming a lot lately. I say to people, I've been Zooming my butt off. But the point is that every Zoom meeting, the MRTA members are getting better at it, and they're just more comfortable with it, and it's just better than not seeing you at all. So this is the new normal for at least probably another 6 months. So I want to thank you for being here. Thank you to the IPS chairs that may be here this morning. We did invite them special because our program is basically about Facebook, to AMBA, our new benefits provider, and their professional folks that we have the privilege of accessing through AMBA. Facebook is pretty important to us right now, especially during the pandemic. So right quick, I'll give you a little update on currently the PSRS return on investment as of December 31st was 12.5%. That is really good. So that's good news. Of course, their fiscal year ends June 30th, so we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but for half the year, anyway, 12.5%. The legislature is meeting, and it's really, really concerning because it's a mess. There's over 40 people in that building that have COVID. 3 senators we know of. That's for people that are admitting it. They're not letting a lot of people in the Capitol building unless you're a registered lobbyist, which means that public input's pretty rare. Supposedly, they have ways you can give input through written testimony, but that still limits a lot of public input on these issues. It's very concerning that the priority of this legislature, both the House and the Senate, is school choice. And there are bills out there, especially Senate Bill 55, which is an omnibus bill. It's got vouchers in it, school choice, charter expansion, and all that's in one bill. It's very, very expensive. We all remember why MRTA takes a stand against school choice and charter expansion and vouchers is because it takes scarce tax dollars away from public schools. So we're talking about almost $100 million bill right now. But the process is kind of, it's just messed up. But I want you to know that MRTA is watching every move. We do have a paid lobbyist that helps me. Maria Walden at the PSRS, she's watching. And so I want you to be aware that there will be several call to actions when the time is right. The School Boards Association, for example, they put out a call to action, and a lot of our members are saying, Jim, why aren't you doing anything? Well, it's just barely got out of committee, this bill, like Senate Bill 55. It's not time. We got to wait till the process is a little more forward. I've had a lot of experience in the legislature, and I'm just telling you, timing is everything. We are considered the cavalry at MRTA, meaning that we have the strength in numbers. We're the grassroots organization. We're the ones that come in after the superintendents and the principals and the MEA and the MSTA have all been pounding them. And we come in and we close the deal. So watch for call to actions is my note or my message to you today. I want everyone please to calendar February 11th on this same note. It's very important that everyone, every MRTA member possible writes their rep and their senator on that day, not the day before, not the day after, February 11th. This is where we show our strength in numbers. Well, since we can't be at the Capitol, since we can't fill the rotunda in our red dresses and red ties, it's important that we inundate their mailboxes with notes. We will get the message to you at that time, Kansas City. But that's kind of what we're saving up for is February 11th, where we will make this big push and show them that we're still alive and well, pandemic or not, and that we're watching. Another thing I would ask you all to calendar is the Unit President's Summit, March 9th and March 10th. It will be virtual, but it is not canceled. So those 2 days we'll have programs. We will get you an agenda and you can sit at home, drink coffee in your underwear and go to the Unit President Summit. So but we want you to attend if you can, okay? And this will be a first time for us at the MRTA office doing something this big as a statewide meeting. So we are going to try to do a good job, but we'll probably make mistakes. So everybody be patient with us. My staff, the staff here at MRTA, I don't know if all of you have met them all yet, but of course we have Sarah and we have Kayla now. Kayla's the new Lisa. And of course, Paige, she's gone today, sick kid. But our new staffer is Morgan Pining. So we have a full staff at MRTA and we're working hard. I want to mention renewals right quick. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we got 4,010 non-renewals. That is $143,850 worth. I'm asking you to remind people to renew their membership at MRTA. Just because there's a pandemic doesn't mean we're not operating and that we're not important to those pensions and to our pension system and to public schools. So on that same note, we'll be sending out the lists of non-renewals to the units in a couple weeks. And we're asking you to reach out to them, call them if possible, email them, Facebook them, just get them to join up. $35 and it's worth it. I think you all would agree that are here today. So with that, Sarah, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, we have a couple things in the questions chat section. The first is that Phyllis Danner wants us to review the phone to action. So I can show that really quickly. You guys, this is very simple. I hope everybody has had a chance to go to our brand new website. This website was created by Velocity, who you guys will hear about today, but this was this is paid for completely by AMBA. We did not pay for this. This is a part of the service that they give to us. So they have created this great new website for us. So if you can see on your screen here, you should see the website. If you just click on legislative, you're going to scroll down and you will see this little link here. You're just going to click on that. And this is phone to action. So if you sign up, whenever we send a call to action out, you will still get it in your email. But if you choose to, you can also get it on your phone, and it just makes it easier. It just makes it easier for you all to respond quickly. You know, if you're sitting in a doctor's appointment and you're not doing anything anyway, and it comes through, you can go, oh, well, I'll just do this while I'm waiting, you know, instead of waiting till you get home at night to check your computer.
Or if you're out of state or whatever, you know, you do it on your phone.
Right.
That's right. So,
And then the other question was, what is March 9th and 10th, which Kayla has answered, but March 9th and 10th is the Unit President Summit. So that's a training session and an awards. We're going to do awards this year on that, but it'll all be virtual, and we will be sending all of you, we're going to invite all unit leaders this year. It's usually only open to unit presidents, but being that it's virtual and we have the opportunity, we're going to invite anybody who wants to come this year, basically. So if you guys know anybody who might be interested in becoming a unit leader and would be kind of wants to learn, you guys can feel free to invite them, but we'll send out that information soon.
very good.
That's all I had.
Okay. We'll go on with our program, but I want to encourage everyone that we will have a few minutes to answer questions. So if you have a question of any kind, please put it in the chat and we will get to it before we quit, okay? So let me mention AMBA. It's our benefits provider. And we have, this is a new era at MRTA, and part of this new era is the discounts of our products that we offer members only. And I want to mention in particular the discounts, which nobody makes money on, but they are sure valuable to you. I mean, discounts to restaurants, hotels, thousands of discounts for you. So it will more than pay for your yearly membership through those discounts that you probably will use. Now here's, in my travels for the last 18 years working for you, the number 30% comes up, which means that about 30% of retirees will not join an association like MRTA because of legislation or even socialization, but they will join for products and discounts. So our focus is trying to get new members through these products and these discounts. So this is a move for the future to grow this association, to make us even stronger. We're at 30,000 members now, which, folks, I want to tell you, we are as big as MNEA. We are as big as MSTA. And we're all just a bunch of little old retirees. We've been called one of the most powerful grassroots lobbies in the country and the state of Missouri. So that being said, the program today is AMBA, and I'm going to turn it over to Bo Carr. Where are you, Bo?
I'm here.
Okay, take it away, Bo. Introduce yourself, will you, and say hi to the folks and have at it.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Jim. My name is Bo Carr, and I'm with Association Member Benefits Advisors. And so I'm my feet right now, I'm in Austin, Texas, where our home office is located. So very happy to join the call. AMBA, for over 40 years, we've partnered with associations much like MRTA to support your membership goals to grow, retain, and engage members. And so last year, we were very happy to join and formalize our relationship with MRTA and not only be your benefits provider, but also to really, I work very closely with the staff to make sure that our goals are aligned to help grow membership. And so with the discounts and the benefits that Jim was speaking of, we're able to do that quite a bit for you. At the end of this call today, I do want to introduce Kel and Gary, who are our field leaders. They are happy to come and speak, whether it's virtual or in person, to each of your unit meetings, and they'll be able to go through and run down and give you some highlights on those discounts on how you can save half off on your Sam's Club membership, or when it's time to go to a movie theater, how you can get discounts at all the major movie theaters, or any kind of travel you might do. So there's some really great discounts out there. And then the benefits, we offer free benefits reviews for every member. And a lot of members have raised their hand and find that really really valuable. So I'll definitely introduce them at the end of the call today. But first, I'd like to introduce Velocity Interactive. This is the marketing machine behind AMBA. And as Sarah had mentioned, Velocity is part of AMBA. They're part of our group, and they're a full service marketing firm that creates both traditional and digital campaigns. And if you've had a chance to look at the website, they've done a great job just kind of giving it a refresh. There's a refreshed logo on there as well that's updated. But when you go to like the interactive district map, it's a really cool function where you can click on there and get all the information for the local units and discover all about the discounts and benefits there that are exclusive to members. So I'm going to turn it over here to Mackenzie Lyman. She's our social media manager. And so she's going to introduce some best practices for Facebook that should be very helpful to you on the local unit level and district level. It's a great way to connect with members, especially right now during this time where we might not be able to connect in person. And then she's also going to touch on a new guide that she's created that will walk you through step by step on how to set up a Facebook page for your unit if you don't have one already. So with that, Mackenzie, if you're out there, I'll turn it over to you.
Thanks so much, Bo. Let me get my screen sharing so you can see my PowerPoint over here. Let's see. Let me go into that presentation. Does that look good? Awesome. Okay, so my name is Mackenzie Lyman. I've been with Velocity Interactive for 3 years, working on social media in various capacities. So the purpose of this brief presentation is just a nice overview of how your unit can utilize Facebook and a couple of different ways that you'll be able to interact with your members. And, you know, regardless of if you have your Facebook page set up or if you use it actively, I feel like there's something for every level of social interaction here for you.
Hey, Mackenzie, I just was noticing you're, I think, are you able to show this full screen? It's showing the notes section on there as well.
Oh, let me see. Does that look okay?
No, hit
That has
slideshow.
my notes and my, sorry, what did you say?
I was going to say hit slideshow.
I'm under, yeah, slideshow.
And hit play from start right on the end.
There you go.
Cool, there we go. Okay, and who uses social media? There are about 1.62 million people on Facebook each day, which is 75% of US adults. More than half of Americans are checking Facebook multiple times a day. And 46% of Americans 65 and older do use Facebook. Senior citizens spend more time online than millennials and make up almost a third of social media users. So there is a good base of senior citizens that are active and participating on Facebook every day. And we can attract those new retirees, the ones that recently turned 55, as this is the generation that is most likely to respond to digital media. It will help keep existing members engaged, and it'll help reach those potential members that you're not able to go out and recruit in the same way now that we are relying on digital interaction a little bit more than we're used to. Social media is essential for growing your membership, for maintaining your membership, for communicating with your unit, for staying relevant, and continuing on your work. And most importantly, it's free, it's easy, and it's effective. Here is my little PDF on how to create a business page. I'm only going to be briefly touching on what's on these pages for the next couple slides. However, this manual has been put on the website under unit information, and I can add that link into the chat after. So how to create a business page. First off, if you don't have a personal profile page on Facebook, with your own name on it, you'll need to create that first before you're able to make your own business page. But there are a couple basic steps. You'll be able to go in and add your page name, choose a couple different categories, and I have gone through all of the categories and chosen a short list of recommendations that would apply to the unit more specifically, and then adding in a description. As you add in all of that information, it's going to populate on the right-hand side of the page. So you'll be able to, in real time, see how everything looks before you hit create page. So once you're happy with that information, you'll hit create page. In the next step, you'll be adding photos. And I do have a couple of recommendations for the photos. And as you do that, there are size recommendations and a couple of little specifics. And as you add in those images, you'll be able to, select your unit name, MRTA, add in a cover photo, and with that information, you'll hit save. And then in the next step, you'll be able to flush out your page a little bit more. You'll be able to create a username, invite your friends, and have a completely new view of your page. It's access to analytics. It's a little bit more in-depth of Facebook. And then as you scroll down, you'll see a spot to add business details, location, website, phone number, contact information, business hours. I'll go back to that real quick. That is all of the steps of how to create a business page. And again, I do have this information exported and added to the brand new website under unit information. Once you have your page set up, the most important thing is to start sharing information, to create posts. Important on this is once you're adding a post, you want to be sure that you're posting it to your new page and not your personal profile. And a good giveaway for that is looking at the icon that's present. So if I were to click create post here, I know it's going to MRTA's Facebook page, for instance, instead of my personal Mackenzie Lyman Facebook page. And so the steps to do that, you would go directly to your new unit page rather than just opening up Facebook and going about the way that you added your personal post. It can be difficult to know what to post if you're looking to share information on a regular basis. You can pick up 3 things and then at the end of the week, you're like, oh gosh, I'm not really sure what to talk about right now. So I've come up with a short list of recommendations and also keeping in mind why people want to join your unit and stay active. They are looking for legislative and advocacy opportunities. They're looking for their benefits. They're looking for social opportunities. So with that, we do have, sharing photos and videos, sharing the minutes, any local relevant news, any resources that are free, informational pieces, local events, and checklists and calendars are also very helpful. I would also recommend food and recipes, quizzes. There are some fun questions that you can pose. What's your favorite thing about retirement, for instance? And as best practices, we recommend posting 2 to 3 times a week and always using photos. Photos go a long way on Facebook. And we also recommend always responding. If you ask a question and people are responding, looking for some engagement, being sure to give them feedback and saying thank you for commenting and sharing your opinion. Here's a brief breakdown of a Facebook post. To have interesting and relevant copy, text information. Most importantly, again, I feel is choosing an image. Images go a long way on Facebook. Adding a question will encourage users to engage. And then if somebody does add a comment, being sure to engage back. So for responding on Facebook, you'll either get a complaint or a positive comment. And we do recommend replying to them no matter what. If they have a complaint and you would prefer not to reply to them so everybody can see, taking it offline, sending them a direct message, asking if you can call or email them is a good way to go. And then for positive comments, following up with, you made our day, or liking the response. In March, we will also be having a bit more of a breakout session. So for this step-by-step information, it's kind of a preview into what we're going to be talking about in March on how to set a notification. So whenever MRTA, for example, posts on Facebook, you get a notification so you don't miss any posts by them. We do also recommend sharing posts if you're, for instance, following the CDC and they come out with a new interesting statistic that you think would benefit the members to know. Going in and sharing that post is a little different when you have a business page, because now when you hit that share button, you're going to have a couple more options, and you want to select share to a page, and then you'll go through and find your page specifically to share to. And with that, AMBA does provide various resources for social media, one of them being a weekly blog that goes out. So it's continuous content that AMBA is providing. And this is something that we will also be talking more about in March. So I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, but it is a free resource for your unit. And I do have a list of a couple of more resources, national days to celebrate, how to add a logo, how to create a poll.
All right.
So yeah, thank you so much. I'll turn it back over to Bo.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of information there. And so definitely take a look when you get a chance at mrta.org. And when you go all the way over to the right, you'll see unit resources. And not only are there a lot of great resources and tools there for you and your local units, but some of the topics that Mackenzie touched on there are in there as well. So if you can follow that step-by-step guide, that is available to you. And Jim, Sarah, I don't know if you'd, we'll be prepared later on next month to also have a breakout session or an additional session for anybody who's interested, for Mackenzie to kind of do some more question and answer and a deeper dive.
And if I would like to comment, it's our goal here at MRTA that every unit have their own Facebook page. I think it's part of what we've got to do. And I thought it was interesting figures how many older folks are on Facebook. But I have seen statistics where 90% of classroom teachers have their Facebook open on their desk every day. So, like Facebook or not like Facebook, it's just part of what we've got to do in the 21st century. So go ahead, Bo, sorry.
No, that's great. It's a good plug. It's definitely very, very important. And so I do want to take just a few minutes and introduce the folks that come and are available to speak at your local meetings and talk about some of these things, especially particular to the discounts and benefits that are available exclusively to members. And so let me, I'm just going to share my screen real quick here. And let's see if we get this. One moment for me. I'll pull this up here. It's not wanting to cooperate. Here we go. And so I want to share this screen, and I'll have Kel and Gary hop on here and say hello as well. So just a quick overview again, who is AMBA? Not only do we help with we have your supplemental health benefits, the things that fill in that maybe your major medical health or Medicare don't cover, where there are gaps. There's some great benefits there. And again, Jim had mentioned, not only is this a great opportunity for you who are here on the call, but it's a great way for you to invite other members to come in, other retirees to come in and become members. Sometimes they'll join just because of that benefit alone. And so they're great when it's time to travel. There are excellent travel discounts out there, as well as shopping. I mentioned a few of those as well. We do have a great dental and vision plan. And investment products and life insurance. And so that's just kind of a real high view of those. But I wanted to point that out. And at the end of the day, all these best-in-class products are really meant to help grow and retain and engage your members at MRTA. So, Kel, if you're out there, if you want to hop on and just kind of give a quick introduction of yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Bo. And thank you for having us here today. My name's Kel Smalley. I'm over here on the western side of the state. So I see a lot of familiar faces here today and some new ones. But my name's Kel, and district manager over here. Happy to come to any meetings that you guys like via Zoom. If you're not familiar with how to use Zoom, it can help you set that up as well. But this is a picture of me and my wife, Leah, here. We just had our firstborn son. He'll be 7 weeks old on Wednesday. His name is Mac, and he is really, really long. He is like 25 inches right now. I just can't believe how fast they grow. And then we've got a couple of puppy dogs there, Batch and Pepper. They're both collies. So if little Timmy gets stuck in the well, he's got 2 chances to get out. And then I don't know if you can tell from that double chin up there in the top left, but I did used to play a little football at Pittsburgh State. So all of you gorillas out there, go Gorillas. And for all of you Bearcats out there, don't hold that against me. But thanks for having us here today. And if you guys have any questions, please let us know. Thanks, Bo.
Yeah, absolutely. And Gary, if you're out there, you pop on and give a quick introduction as well.
I am here. Good morning, all. Thanks for having me here. I'm looking forward to working with all you folks. And just so you all understand, I'll handle in essence the eastern part of the state. But I did want to kind of reiterate what Jim Kreider was mentioning. I thought it was remarkable that 30% of the folks do not join because of legislative. They join because of the discounts. AMBA has been doing this, and I think Bo had mentioned it, for about 40 years now. And we know that the number one and most important reason that people should be members is because of what MRTA does from a legislative standpoint, protecting your benefits. And I like the term that he used, the cavalry. We know that's the most important part, but we do also know that these discounts will help. And actually, we've had retirees that say the membership cost, it's not a cost, it actually pays because of the discount. So we are out there to help you guys grow membership and make sure that the members are properly protected. So the picture that you see here, that's me, my wife Linda, my oldest son Michael, kind of in the middle there, and then my youngest son Stephen. Michael actually works for AMBA, helping out retired teachers up in northern Wisconsin. Stephen is finishing off his degree and actually getting his teacher certificate. So it's all of this is near and dear to my heart. Please do excuse. I know that this is Super Bowl week, and there's probably just a few. I would imagine just a few Chiefs fans out there. You'll see Walter Payton back there, so please excuse that. I am a Bears fan. I do like Patrick Mahomes, but at any rate, I'm looking forward to working with all of you and developing a nice relationship. Thank you.
All right. Very good. And Larry Newman, I know you're out there, and a lot of folks on this call. Do you want to pop on to say hi?
Sure. Hang on one second here. Hang on. Make sure I'm actually on here. There we are. Okay. Hi, everybody. It's good to see. I recognize a lot of you folks, and it's great to be here on the call. I just want to let everybody know I have not gone anywhere. I haven't left the company or anything. Some people had asked that. So many remember Chris Gluck. He was the regional vice president for the Midwest. He was recently promoted. He is now the senior vice president for basically 2/3 of the country. So I took over his position as regional vice president in the field for the Midwest. So I'm really excited about that. And Gary DeVito has taken over for my team and for the agents that we have serving eastern part of Missouri. but I will still be here and be available and meeting with, Jim and the office on a regular basis and working with you guys. And, we love the opportunity. I got to meet with some folks recently and, just getting them enrolled in one of a simple program like My AMBA Discounts, helping somebody with that. Just the discounts alone, I know Sarah had mentioned it as well. You can enroll in some programs that cost you nothing, that literally will pay for the cost, more than the cost of your membership. And I think that that's what a lot of folks who, as we're trying to help grow the membership, and we're going to tackle that list of former members that for whatever reason never came back, and we're going to really try to reach out to them to get them back into the fold here, by just talking to them about the discount programs that are available to them. There's some great programs, so take a look at those sheets that are out there. Feel free to contact Kel and Gary to have them at one of your local unit meetings to do a 15-minute AMBA intro over Zoom. And then eventually, we'll, I was fortunate enough to get to speak to Sherry Brandis's group. I think that is the only meeting I did in 2020 that was face-to-face. And it was great to see everybody. After that, I think everything really got shut down again, but I really enjoyed getting out there, and we're going to really hope to do a lot of that, especially the second half of the year. So you guys can actually get to know us, face to face. So thank you again for having us on.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you very much. And Jim, we'll turn it back over to you. And I think Sarah has this information also that she'll be able to send out to everybody.
Hey, can you take that off the screen?
There you go. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Sarah, do you need to, where'd she go?
Just grabbing my book.
You need to answer some questions?
Yep. Really
Website.
Really quickly. Cooper County's in Region 5. I had to look. That's Boonville, right? It's Region 5. Anyway, so for Adrian, that's a private question, but that's okay. So basically all the questions people are asking are where to find the information that was discussed today, and all of that is on the website. So as Bo said, if you go to the website, mrta.org, on the far right side, I think it says committees, and then unit resources is the drop down. Just click on it, you'll find it. But also after this meeting, this is being recorded. So I'm going to start, I don't know what to call it, a list of all of Jim's Coffee with Kreiders. It's going to be a new thing on the website. So if you've missed any past ones, you can go back and watch them, or you can watch this one again. But I will also email it to all of you. And with that, I will include everything that's been discussed today. I will include that in the email. So if you want anything, just hang on a little bit and I'll get it to you later today. And then if you still need anything, feel free to let me know. Oh, also Adrian, it's Region 5.
Okay. There was a question about the non-renewal lists. Like I stated earlier, those are going to be sent to the unit in 7-10 days, 2 weeks at the most.
Yeah.
And I'm asking you to make calls, to make a contact, to get these people to renew.
I'm sorry, but who are you sending them to?
Unit presidents, unit
Presidents?
members.
Okay, thank you.
Who we send them to? Usually the president, right?
So the lists of non-renewals actually go to unit membership chairs and unit presidents.
Okay. Good.
Thanks.
But a lot of people just forget it and it gets under the pile. So we just got to remind them to renew their membership. So anything else? I don't see any other questions.
No. I don't see any others. I think we've covered everything.
Well, I think everybody's probably about out of coffee now. And 45 minutes is just plenty of dealing with my face. I tell you, that's what I dislike about Zoom so much is I have to look at myself. I hate that. But God bless you all. Stay well. And thank you for all your hard work and leadership. we have a great association here at MRTA, and you can ask the AMBA folks. They all wish their other associations were as good as us and as organized. And I think they're sincere about that when they say that. And of course, I've been to statewide conferences for 18 years as your director. And what those conferences really do for me, it tells me we're doing things right. That's what the value of those conferences are. We're really doing things right here in MRTA, and that's because of you, great leaders, and I appreciate you so much. So with that.
We do have a couple questions that have just popped in. The first is Peggy Dow. Can you unmute yourself, because I am not sure I understand your question, but she said, can you tell us why we have not received our tax information and when we can expect to? Are you talking about your personal tax information, or are you talking about your units?
No, our personal.
Okay, that actually comes from PSRS, not us. But they have until January 31st to mail that. So I have gotten Morgan said we had like 20 phone calls this morning, people wanting to know where it was. A lot of people haven't gotten it, but I will just say too, with how slow the post office is, and I would not expect it this week even. I mean,
Mine came yesterday.
Yeah.
Where are you, Sue?
Jeff City.
Yeah, and they were probably mailed from Jeff City, so.
Holt Summit, I'm in Holt Summit. But
yeah, Sue's probably one of the first people to get it.
Well, only once has this happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine. I live in the St. Louis area. I got it yesterday.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then the other question was from Joyce Phillips, and she wants to know if it's easier to email those lists. Joyce, it is technically usually true that it is easier for us to always email a list to you, so feel free to ask for them at any time. However, in this instance, no, it really isn't easier for us, because we'd have to keep track of who we're emailing it to and who we're mailing it to, and it would just create more tasks. So we would be happy to email it to you if you want it that way, but we are also going to mail it to you. But I think that's all the questions now.
In Peculiar, Missouri, my wife and I are both members, and we received one on Thursday and one on Saturday.
A newsletter?
Our tax, the tax document.
Okay, good. Well, I guess the answer to that question is it's in the mail. Good luck.
Yeah, it should be in the mail. For sure.
It's in the mail. Good luck. Sue Snell, what is that behind you? What is that?
Aurora Borealis.
Well, that is because behind me is a mess. And so this is a virtual background, so you can't see what my husband has stacked up back there.
Oh, okay. It looks like you're on fire. Oh.
No, it's the Aurora Borealis.
Oh, okay. All right.
The Northern Lights.
Northern Lights. Anybody got anything else?
Yep. Sell your raffle tickets when you get them, or if you have them, sell the raffle tickets.
That's correct, Madam President of the Foundation.
Randy McLean said in the chat that you can get your personal tax information from the PSRS Peers website, so maybe you can download it if you are waiting on it. That may be true. I don't know.
Okay. Madam President, you were here, aren't you? Arlita, why don't you say hi right quick before we leave? You know, she's the president. We got to let her say her piece.
I am here, and it is good to see everyone. And I would encourage everyone to keep in contact. Just, you know, if you need to send your unit any kind of information, maybe weekly, you know, go to the resources and, you know, something, and keep in contact with them. I don't know how many of you are meeting on a regular basis. I know I've been invited to several meetings. So I know some folks are meeting virtually all the time, and I think some are meeting some of the time, but I hope there's no unit that isn't meeting at all. I hope every unit is meeting at some point. So I would encourage you to do that, and just, you know, try to get those members and get those renewals. We need all that kind of push for, what should I say, make us the biggest and best organization ever. We want to be the best in Missouri. So
we're never big enough, right, Madam President?
That's right. That's right. And also pay attention, because, you know, the legislative stuff is moving slowly and fun or weird or whatever you want to call it. But let's stay connected, guys.
Okay.
Good to be here. Thank you.
You're welcome. I got one last story. Whenever I come to the office every day, I click open my Outlook, my email, and I delete at least 80% of the emails every morning. There's a point to this. Amba will send about 4 emails a month, and we ask them to stay in front of you, to try to get those products in front of you. If you already have that product, if you don't want to read it, it's called delete, D-E-L-E-T-E. Push the button, okay? Don't be afraid to do that, you know. But because some people say, we're getting a lot of emails from Amba and getting a lot of emails from us. And of course, with the pandemic, yes, we've tripled our emails that we send out of here, trying to stay connected to everyone the best way we can. So I sure hope I get to see most of you in person again this fall. I did get a brand new car, and it's just raring to go, raring to go. So with that, if there's nothing else, I will say goodbye to everyone and love you all. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sarah, did you want to do something now or a little bit later?
Can we do it a little bit later? Can I, like after lunch?
Yeah,
Okay.
just
I'm gonna
call or
Yeah,
text or something.
I'm gonna call you here in a minute.
Okay, sounds
Okay.
good.